Hi, my name is Greg Harrison. I'm a Canadian show host. I host a show called The Greg Who Show, but that's not who I am on the inside. This is a painting of me. I made it of myself. It's a king who hath best right to reign, and it is the only thing. And it's a blessed change. I'm glad you decided to watch part 2 or segment 2 of Epic Episode 3. This tells me you like the show and the type of content that I'm creating, and I will continue to create. If that's the case, and I've hit the nail on the head, I'd like to invite you to become one of my subscribers. This is a new channel. I don't have many subscribers, and I'm aspiring to build up a community of caring believers. So don't forget to hit that bell, subscribe, share with a friend, give it a big thumbs up. All my videos, all my shorts, they could use a good thumbs up. I really do want to hear from you guys, and I welcome all of your comments. Don't forget to watch the show to the very end, because I have a habit of adding little bonus materials and outtakes that can be fun or interesting. And yes, there is a little outtake with Fritz that never saw the light of day. So I highly recommend just, even if you're just watching in the background, you'll catch some things, and it's kind of interesting. So without further ado, welcome to the second part with my guest, Heath McGough, and my never seen before footage of Fritz McIntyre from the infamous band called Simply Red.
Can I use your toilet?
How do you keep plugging along without plugging along? How do you do that? We're plugging along here, chugging like an old
Can I
choo-choo
use your
train,
toilet?
taking it on the next track.
My name is Gorgeous Pete, and I'm a bandit.
Hi, Gorgeous Pete.
This is a painting I made of myself. It's a scary outlaw. But that's not the real me on the inside. I want to be a dancer.
You don't have to be that guy anymore. Let it go. All right, who wants to go next?
Release the fragrance of Christ crucified in me. Let my words release the fragrance of Christ crucified in me. Let my words release the fragrance of your presence, sweet aroma of Christ crucified in me. Be praised, be praised, be glorified, be glorified, be praised, be praised, be glorified, be glorified. Let my words release the promise of Christ crucified in me. Let my words release the promise of Christ crucified in me. Let my words release the promise, the power, and the glory of Christ crucified in me. Be praised, be praised, be glorified, be glorified, be praised, be praised, be glorified, be glorified, yeah, be praised, be praised, be glorified, be glorified, be praised, be praised, be glorified, be glorified. Hey, all praise to you for all you do. I give all my praise to you, Jesus. I love you. All praise to you.
Go ahead. I gotta go away for a little while, buddy.
I'll go with you.
No, you can't come with me. I gotta go alone. You put your cape on. All right? You put your cape on and you fly away.
I'll put my cape on. Hold up. Here we go.
Howdy.
Howdy.
What, from Connecticut?
Where about you boys come from?
Pompano Beach, baby.
Fancy pants. Come on, we got shit to do. Pull up around back.
How much do all of these candy bars cost?
$1 a piece.
It says there are 18 inside, so that's $18.
Yeah, $18. Your reservation? Just land here?
Blackfeet country.
Worked this refinery down in Louisiana. At Snakes by the Bushel. Still better than this cold and snow y'all got up here. I mean, you can kill a snake. You can't get away from it.
Let me out here.
Girl, are you crazy? We only got 4 or 5 more miles, and let you act like you had.
So what kind of guy was he? Did he have friends? Did he keep to himself? Up here, Larry. Hi. Yeah, I'm up here.
Sorry. I've been inside a long time. You got some nice ones.
Okay. We're done.
Okay, we are back. And for those who are just joining us, I'm here with my guest, actor, writer, stand-up comedian, Heath McGough. So we've just seen some perfect examples of why you can't be typecasted. Those were some serious dramatic roles that, can't touch this. Like, you did a really good job. Like,
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I think you got a very full range, and to stick you in just the stupid, dumb comedic characters would be doing your career a disservice. And I'm glad that, you've got all these different roles that are showing a really good range of what you really are capable of. And as I said to you before, I think you're ready for that breakout role. It's just a matter of the right casting director or agent saying yes to the right role. That's just a really big role, and it'll be your breakout role. I really believe that after watching you just slowly climb better and better, and the talent that you have and the range that you have, I'm waiting for your breakout role. I'm sure you are too.
Yeah, me too. I really appreciate that. Yeah, like I say, it's been a steady climb, but I feel like I'm still moving up. So
absolutely,
I'm a unique, lead man. So I know it's going to take something that fits me, but it's coming.
Yeah, well, as I said, look at Robbie Coltrane. I think he probably was, didn't think he would make it as big as he made it, but he just kept steadfast and true, and just kept on getting the parts, just like you. It just reminds me of you.
Before I moved out here, if you'd have told me in 8 years and you'd have gave me a list of all the stuff I've done, I would have, yeah, I'm going, because I would have thought that was insane to have done that. Then now I'm like, I'm not happy, but in hindsight, I can't imagine have all the stuff I've done, way back then. Yeah.
Yeah. How does your life change when you become a superstar? I mean, in some senses, you kind of have arrived at a certain level where people, like, I'm in awe, and you, looking back in hindsight, you're kind of in awe with the roles that you've been given and some of the projects that you're in. And, even you say your high schools, they're like, whoa, that's pretty major. And so how does it change your life? Like,
it doesn't really. I mean, it's fun. When something comes out big, it's fun because everybody's asking you about it and congratulating you and everything. And then a couple of days later, life moves on, and you're back trying to set your camera up to do some one-line self-tape, for some show you've never even heard of. So, but it's fun. I've learned to take it more as just a life now. In the beginning, it's more fun. It's more exciting. And I kind of miss those first couple of years I was out here where you just have this, I got to do something. I got to, and I think I wish I had that passion now, but at the same time, you just can't do that. You got to settle into a life and kind of enjoy whatever comes. And like I said, I think there's a series regular, out there, but I've had a lot of fun roles along the way. So, if it's what it is, just a few fun roles a year for the rest of my life, I can handle that.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Well, there's many people that, when they go to work, and you don't have one of those jobs. Was there a price to pay along the way that you had sacrifices to make, or was there mistakes that you made along the way to choose this difficult path?
Well, I mean, the biggest sacrifice is just being away from my family and my friends, in Oklahoma. That was the hardest, losing my mom and I didn't get to be around her in the last, couple of years as much as I would have liked to. And that was hard. But I knew that when I done it and I wouldn't change it now for sure. But I still, that's still the hardest thing, still being away from everybody. And, and I made a lot of mistakes, so we don't want to start on that list.
You got a laundry list of mistakes you made
Oh,
along the way. We all did. We all made those mistakes. Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, here's the last segment here is I want to do lighten it up a little bit now. We've gone through quite the journey in this interview that I've enjoyed immensely. So I want to have a little fun with you. Do you remember? I think Larry King was sort of an idol of mine. I think he did this thing called rapid fire. So I'm just gonna.
Oh yeah.
I just wanna rapid fire questions and see, and I can tell the audience, and you can back me up that Heath does not know the questions that I'm going to ask him.
I do not.
This is all spontaneous fun. so no Freudian slips.
That's it.
So, okay.
Let's do it.
So we'll start with some real easy questions.
All right.
Do you have a childhood hero?
A childhood hero. Al Pacino, probably, which is cheesy, I know, but if it was a childhood hero, it was probably more high school and on, but The Godfather and Scarface and
wow,
all of the really brutal guy movies, that he was in, Scent of a Woman.
Wow. I loved Scent of a Woman. Well, so I guess that's the same. That's probably going to be the same answer as my second question. Favorite actor that inspired you to do what you're doing today?
Yeah, him and De Niro. I was a big De Niro fan.
Yeah, so was I.
Which is, these really cheesy guys, but I loved them. They were so good.
I thought they were both phenomenal actors. I don't know what you mean by cheesy.
As far as just these really, stereotypical guy movie guys.
Okay, I see what you mean. So, yeah.
So that's they done it well. So
that's right. Do you watch cartoons with your son?
Yeah. Some that are probably not as appropriate for him. He quotes Family Guy sometimes, and I tell him to stop doing that in front of his mom. And South Park and that kind of thing. And then I watch some of his with him. Some of his cheesy stuff.
Yeah.
Didn't make you watch.
Okay, I guess that's my question: is what is your favorite cartoon that? Like the childish ones, not the mature ones.
The one that me and him really had a lot of fun with was called The Regular Show, which it was on Cartoon Network, and it was about a bluebird and a squirrel. And it was kind of in that middle gray area where it was kind of adultish but still kiddish,
Yeah. Okay.
We had a good fun with that one.
Okay. When I was growing up, I remember the best thing about watching cartoons was we would eat all the sugar cereals on Saturday morning cartoons, like Boo Berry and Count Chocula and those things.
Yeah.
Is there a favorite food to eat while watching cartoons with your son?
Oh yeah, cereal. Cereal is the go-to. We're big mac and cheese guys. You know, the Kraft mac and cheese.
For Saturday morning cartoons,
Yeah, for cartoon. You know, his mom works nights, and so every night that she goes to work, he goes boys' night. It's like all we have to do is watch TV and eat dinner, but it's always boys' night. Yeah,
yeah. Oh, awesome.
we eat a lot of guy foods. So
Yeah. Okay. So, what about your son's favorite food while watching cartoons? Mac and cheese?
yeah, mac and cheese or just
Okay.
cheese. We eat cheese. We get the mozzarella cheese. You know, and the singles. We eat a lot of those. There's wrappers everywhere. His mom gets on to it all the time.
Favorite superhero?
My favorite, the Incredible Hulk.
Really? Oh, okay. Do you go ahead?
Go ahead. Oh, I was just gonna say I love the original series. I don't know as much about the newer versions.
What was his name? Lou Garrett?
Lou Ferrigno. Yeah.
Who's Lou Garrett?
Lou Gehrig was an old baseball player. There's
Oh.
Lou Gehrig disease.
Oh, right. Well,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know why I thought of that. Yeah, it was Lou Ferrigno. Yes.
Ferrigno, yeah.
Do you have a favorite being a little bit more serious? Do you have a favorite historical figure that has inspired you?
Cipher. Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. You know, Abraham Lincoln. I know that's probably cheesy too, but
No.
yeah, his entire life was so interesting. It was such, you know, he lost so many times and just kept coming back. And you know, everybody sees him as this big statesman, but he wasn't that until he became president. He was just the opposite of that. And the way he cared about his family, and he was just a real, you know, for that time period, he was just a phenomenal man. You know, for his entire life. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he made mistakes, of course, but
Yeah, we all do.
you know, he kept coming back.
It's called a human experience. So, despite your indifference towards the Bible, did you have a favorite biblical character or biblical hero when you were younger, when you were being taught the Bible in Sunday school? Or
I mean, Noah had the coolest story in the Bible. I mean, you know, had a big zoo on a boat. Come on, it's pretty dang cool.
What's that?
I said having a zoo on a boat. That's pretty dang cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. If you like animals,
That's basically what was going on, right? I mean,
yeah, I guess so. But why is he
I don't know. You say a hero. I guess it's not a hero. It's just probably
cool.
one of the stories, you know.
He had one of the cool jobs.
Yeah.
God gave him a cool job.
Yeah. I don't know. David, I guess. I don't know. I don't guess so. I don't guess I got a hero from the Bible.
David. I think David's a hero, but
I mean, he was that's like another good story, but he's the character in the story. So I mean, you know, he didn't put up with no crap. So
exactly. He messed up a lot too. But
he messed up a lot too. Yeah. He got a lot of trouble.
What about can you I did look at some of your talent agent sheets, and I looked through can you perform any circus tricks? Is that in your repertoire of things that you can do on set? Special skills?
Oh, are you referring to fire eating?
That's the one.
Do that, yeah.
Where did you train for fire eating?
You put me on the spot. It's a girl I took an acting class with, and she does it. She does burlesque and does fire breathing and does like all kinds of that kind of stuff, the showy stuff like that. And she taught me how to do it.
Oh, that's too funny. Now, for some of my viewing audience that might not understand the term burlesque, can you unpack that a little?
It's an art form. It's kind of, I mean, it's it's kind of sexy erotic dancing, but they don't take their clothes off generally. I mean, some, in some places they do, but for the most part, it's just a very artistic dance. And there's a lot of like, it can be knife juggling or fire breathing, or it can just be a dance, a erotic kind of dance. It's not stripping. It's not. It's kind of set. If you think of the 20s, what a 20 stripper would be, probably.
That's actually
it's kind of based around that time frame. I think burlesque is maybe.
That answer was the money shot because for this rapid fire. Like, who taught you to fire eat? A burlesque dancer.
Well, I'm just trying not to paint burlesque because I know people that do it, and they're and I don't want to paint it like this, porn. It's not pornography. It's a very cool thing, and
I know what you mean.
But I mean, there are some attractive women doing it too. So
But it was also your reaction. Oh man, he's putting me on the spot. Like we
knew. I was trying to think of her name, and I was like, I'm not even going to try because I'm going to mess her name up. I was going to give her a prop, but.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna put you on the spot, but I want to know how many accents you're capable of performing for potential roles. Like, what's the range of accents that you're capable of? Like, how many? Give me a number.
Like one?
No.
Well, no. You give me a week, I can do any accent if you give me a week.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. Like what? Like you've studied and you.
Well, I've done Scottish, Irish. I've done Brooklyn. I got Florida, which is kind of what I talk anyway. I don't know why that's a different one.
Isn't that called Floridian?
Floridian, yeah, Floridian. And let's see, I'm trying to think of any other ones I've had.
Was there a native Cajun?
Cajun, yeah, I've done Cajun a lot. I can do Cajun pretty well.
Is it Cree? No, Cree accent.
Creole.
Oh yeah,
Creole.
Yeah.
Some people call it Creole. Some people Creole. It's Louisiana, Cajun.
Oh, okay.
Like the French,
sort of a derivative.
It's like the French Cajun. I don't know what the difference in between Creole and Cajun is, but there's something. There's a subtle difference somewhere.
Yeah, and Minnesota accent.
I've tried it, but I'm not very good at it. I mean, my wife, that's what she does, but I think I had one audition where I did it and it wasn't that great. But
okay. And you can do I know you can do Southern accent.
Barely.
And you can do a Canadian accent, maybe Scottish and Irish.
Yeah. I get a lot of Scottish and Irish. I guess I look like that's where I'm from, I guess. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So you're Scottish?
Yeah, that's where the people came from, I guess. Yeah.
I'm Scottish and English, so yeah. I revolt against myself. How tall are you? How tall are you?
You won't get that joke. I got that.
Sorry, you missed my question. How tall are you?
6'4", 6'7" in heels.
You wear heels?
I have.
That's true. What were Paula Abdul?
Oh yeah, no, I didn't change clothes in that one. I was just a homeless guy in that one. But I did a Reba McIntyre drag thing where it's like lip sync. Then I was Reba McIntyre for a lip sync, and I put the heels on and the dress, and it was pretty.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try and I'm gonna try and do this
sorry.
rapid fire because I want to try and keep the show a bit tight. So, favorite sport?
Basketball.
Favorite team of that sport?
I guess Dallas Mavericks.
And favorite position to play in that sport?
Forward.
Favorite player?
Michael Jordan. I mean, best ever. I mean,
do you know what what's Oklahoma's state vegetable?
Well, bleep. Squash. I don't know.
No, it's actually watermelon.
Water, really?
And I didn't even know watermelon was a vegetable.
Yeah. Thought it was a melon. Isn't that a different thing?
I don't know. I just learned this tonight.
That's a trick question.
Yeah, it was. What do you think about the new generation of actors in Hollywood? Like, and I'll give you an example, like the Stranger Thing. It's a whole new generation. Any thoughts on this new generation of young actors?
It's a definitely a different genre, kind of. It seems like I'm good friends with one of the guys that's on Stranger Thing, and he's very quirky, but he is the nicest, coolest guy, and and he's, like I said, he's unique, and he embraces it, and
Pray tell, come on, you got to tell us who.
no, I can't do that without asking him. So,
okay, I get it.
What was I say? But it's like seems like they're a little more freer. There's a little, it's definitely a more progressive, liberal kind of, they're tackling some very, far. I think that they embrace their activism in their acting and in the shows now more than they were kind of scared to do that because you had 3 networks. You couldn't make anybody mad, and they're free to do that now with all the streaming services. They can really, tackle an issue that bothers them, and they may not get everybody, but there's a niche audience, and that's all you need now is a niche audience that fits your show, and so that's cool in a way, and everybody can find what they like, and it gives more opportunities. Everybody gets opportunities.
Okay,
so if it wasn't for this generation, is my point is we wouldn't probably have this streaming, and so because they've embraced and I wish I was more like that, probably.
Yeah. Do you have concerns about your son being exposed to the trappings and concerns we've all had about Hollywood in the last few years?
No. I mean, I don't know what trappings would be here that aren't everywhere else. I mean, where I grew up, I can't imagine there's any, the drugs in the high school I went to were rampant. I graduated with, I think, 22 people in my graduating class, and drugs were bad and violence was bad and people got killed. I had one of the kids in one of my classes killed another kid. I mean, it was just, and the city, there's more of that happens, but not any more prevalent. And here it's exposed to all kinds of cultures, that where in Oklahoma, he would be exposed to a very small, subset, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. But here he can, see the world a little bit as he grows up and come out, and make up his own mind about what's important to him,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's long. I'm sorry.
No. It's okay. It's okay. Do you keep up with bigger franchises today? Like Marvel, Stranger Things, Star Wars. Do you keep up with them? I know. We know that you kept up with Star Wars.
I haven't kept. I got a long way to catch up on Star Wars because I started out behind. So, Star Trek though, I'm a Trekkie. I watched everything Star Trek ever done. So that's where I'm a nerd, is the Star Trek world.
Yeah.
So
you were more of a Star Trek fan than Star Wars fan.
Yeah, because it was on TV. Star Trek: The Next Generation come out on TV. I guess I was high schoolish or a little after, but yeah. So, but it wasn't a movie. So it was. I could see it at home.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the new trend of binge watching versus back in the day when you and I were young, when you'd have to wait for an episode on television?
I like it and I hate it both. It's that anticipation, and you got to talk to everybody about it for a week, and we miss all that. We just watch the whole thing like a long movie, and I love doing that because when I get to the end, I want to watch what's going on next. But then we lose out that whole social part of the movies or the shows we used to have, like back when there was it's like Dallas, the big Dallas show, and the Two Kid JR. the season ending thing, and then we had to wait the whole summer until we found it. It's like, and The Simpsons done that a couple times, and I kind of miss that,
Yeah, so do I.
It would have worked so well with social media too. The way social media would work so well.
Yeah.
But now we just we know what's going to happen because people spill the beans before we get to see everything. And
yeah, wow, just you talking about that, I remember that. Like things were huge and controversial, and you'd be talking, and you couldn't wait, and the anticipation. Like, yeah, that's no, that's good. Have you ever been to the Tulsa State Fair?
Oh yeah, many times. Yeah.
And have you indulged in some of the crazy fair food?
Oh yeah. I've made some of it at home.
Okay, so what is your favorite that you've ever had there?
Oh man, my favorite, just in general, the Texas State Fair, same way. When I'd go down for the OU Texas game every year, it's at the Texas State Fair, and that and the Tulsa State Fair both are just fried Twinkies and fried Oreos would be the top two, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear in Oklahoma everything fried, right?
Everything fried, yeah.
But there's also eccentric things that I heard about, like alligator on a stick.
Yeah.
Donut burgers, cricket pizza, deep fried cheesecake. Have you had anything like that?
I've had deep fried cheesecake. That's pretty good stuff.
Apparently that's very heavenly.
Yeah, I went to Thailand for my honeymoon. I'm pretty sure I ate some bugs over there, but that's the only time I've eaten any bugs. Yeah.
So what's your favorite food in Oklahoma? Is it some type of fried food?
Oh, just the Mexican food in Oklahoma. I miss it's because it's this Tex-Mex kind of. It's different than LA Mexican, and it's good here too. But it's more like street taco truck kind of thing. But they kind of mix the Tex part of it. There's a place in Norman called Taramaras. It is just, I miss it so bad. But yeah.
Favorite pastime growing up in Oklahoma?
Playing basketball.
Nice.
I play basketball all the time. Yeah.
And your favorite thing about being an Okie?
The country, the laid back lifestyle, fishing, the outdoors and the wildlife, and it's a beautiful, beautiful place, beautiful people.
But have you ever, winding down now, as we're winding down, have you ever been in a tornado?
Yes, I remember as a kid we were living in a trailer at the time, as the parsonage was a trailer, and I remember watching. We was on our point. We watched one go over our house.
Oh, geez.
Because we really didn't have anywhere to go at the time, and I've seen several, in the air. Right before we moved out here, there was one the one that went through Moore. We were living in Norman at the time, which is like 7 miles from the one that just destroyed Moore. That was one of the biggest one ever. But it's just I watched it from my house. And
wow. So how many have you been in?
I mean, it just depends on what you mean by being in. I mean, I've been in a storm shelter 100 times. Oh, wow. I mean, 4 or 5 times every year, for 40 years. So.
Wow. Biggest fear?
Oh, now that you talk about tornadoes, I don't really want to say what mine. I'm arachnophobic. I'm horribly arachnophobic, and we just don't talk about
it. Yeah. Okay. So this one should be an easy one. Last but certainly not least, what's one thing on your bucket list?
I want to go to space.
Wow. And nowadays that might happen in your lifetime.
Yeah, it could. And I told my wife, if I die, I want you to cremate me, put me in a jar, and keep me until you can get my ashes in space, because I want to get there at some point.
Wow.
that's what she's going to do. When I die, she's going to keep my ashes until we can get them up there somewhere. It might be my great grandkids getting them up there, but
I don't know. I think we're getting close to
I think we are
public.
too,
Yeah,
I
we're
think that'll
getting
be a
close.
possibility at least. Maybe if I don't, at least my funeral can be up there.
Oh wow, that's a great ending note there, and that's all that that's all the time we have on my show. But oh my gosh, this has been a lot of fun, and I'm so glad that I've met you. And I hope that we have I hope that we do manage to do a project together and have some future endeavors together. And I know Shannon really looks forward to including Liam in that endeavor.
Yeah.
And no, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you so much. And remember, you heard it first on Greg Who that Heath is going to get that breakout role.
That's right. Yep. Watch for it.
That's it. So thank you so much for your time. You've been awesome.
It was fun. I had a fun time.
We'll talk to you real soon.
All right.
All right. Good night, and may God bless.
One day he's coming back for me to live with him eternally. What be glory to see him on that day. I think we'll sing a brand new song for amazing grace. Christ Jesus played the dance that I could never play. Sing that verse with me. He paid that debt. He did not owe. I owe that debt I could not pay. He needed someone to wash off my sin away.
Descend, and the chaos disappears.
All right, take us away to commercial. We'll be right back after these messages. Yeah, sure. How do you keep plugging along without plugging along? How do you do that? We're plugging along here, chugging like an old choo-choo train and taking it on the next track. That's all the time we have tonight. Elaine, any final words of wisdom that you have, you or your band?
I'm just sad to see tonight end, but I can't wait until the next show.
The next show is a new beginning.
Can't wait.
A new day. Any final words from your band?
The band just wants to be back next week.
Take us out with a little music, boys. Go ahead.
Let's go.
Rock and roll.
His countenance is life, and his favor is as a cloud of the latter rain. If one could but paint his mind. Greetings and salutations to Francis Bacon. It's simple, really. It's as simple as ABC and QRS. It's as simple as ABC and QRS. In every station that'll bring home the king, who hath best right to reign? It is the only thing can save the nation. Amen. A blessed change. QRS. Of the king's countenance is life, and his favor is as a cloud of the latter rain. If one could but paint his mind. Greetings and salutation to Francis Bacon. It's simple, really. It's as simple as ABC and QRS. It's as simple as ABC and QRS. In every station that'll bring home the king, who hath best right to reign? It is the only thing can save the nation. Amen. A blessed change. QRS. Of the king's countenance is life, and his favor is as a cloud of the latter rain. If one could but paint his mind. Greetings and salutations to Francis Bacon. It's simple, really. It's as simple as ABC and QRS. It's as simple as ABC and QRS. In every station that'll bring home the king, who hath best right to reign? It is the only thing can save the nation. Amen. A blessed change. QRS. In the light of the king's countenance is life, and his favor is as a cloud of the latter rain. If one could but paint his mind. Greetings and salutations to Francis Bacon. It's simple, really. It's as simple as ABC and QRS. It's as simple as ABC and QRS. In every station that'll bring home the king, who hath best right to reign? It is the only thing that can save a nation. Amen. A blessed change. QRS. The king's countenance is life, and his favor is as a cloud of the latter rain. If one could but paint his mind. Greetings and salutations to Francis Bacon. It's simple, really. It's as simple as ABC and QRS. In every station that'll bring home the king, who hath best right to reign? It is the only thing can save the nation. Amen. A blessed change. QRS.